How to create emotional connection with a woman during the first conversation, when asking her out, on the first date, at your place, and during intercourse, so you can create emotional connection with a woman from hello to the bedroom. Once you learn number 5, you'll have the skills to give her the best sex she has ever had in her entire life. Let's do this. How to create emotional connection with a woman during the first conversation. Be careful with this one, it's powerful. I call it the ultimate playbook. It will make her feel like you are the one guy who truly understands her. If you are a player, you will have the ability to create an emotional connection with women during the initial conversation so you can close an immediate date or bounce back to your place. If she's the one, you will share a deep understanding that will give you the foundation to build a strong relationship. Here's how it works. Step 1, ask her this question. In a relationship, what is the one thing you must have? In other words, you would prefer to be single if your relationship didn't include what? This will tell you what she values most in a relationship. Then ask her what else her relationship must have to get her top 4 requirements. Complete this exercise yourself beforehand so you have a better understanding of how to select the top 4. There's a free PDF in the description that lists 168 relationship requirements. Put it on your phone so you can help her with the selection process. Step 2, ask her to rank the top 4 requirements in descending priority. Requirement number 1 is most important, and so on. Step 3, for each requirement, ask her to answer the following questions. What does this requirement mean to you specifically? What would it look, sound, and feel like if your partner were supporting this need? What actions let you know this need is being met? How do you know when this need has been met? With the Ultimate Playbook, you get to bless her with a conversation on 2 of her favorite topics, relationships and herself. What a great way to create emotional connection with a woman. She will love it. Be sure to complete the 3 steps so you can share your results as part of the conversation. How to create emotional connection with a woman when asking her out. A childhood friend taught me an important lesson about how to ask women out and get a yes. The second he turned 21, he started hanging out at strip clubs constantly. Most of the time, he'd go by himself. This went on for years. I didn't understand it. I just didn't get it. Until one night, I finally went with him and I was like, oh, I get it now. He'd walk into a strip club alone, then walk out a couple hours later with a stripper. Do you know the level of game you need to have to walk into a gentleman's club and get an immediate date with a stripper? They have literally heard it all. Years ago, we created a course together on how to date strippers. It was awesome. Here's his secret to asking women out. Just ask them to do something they want to do. At the end of a shift, dancers usually need a ride or something to eat, so he offers to give them a ride, grab a bite or whatever. Next thing you know, she's given a private dance at his place. If you want to create emotional connection with a woman while asking her out and get a yes, all you have to do is ask her one simple question. So, what do you do for fun? Then invite her to do something she enjoys doing. How to create emotional connection with a woman on the first date. There's a routine I use on every first date because it's the holy grail for creating an emotional connection with women. It's a personality exercise called the Cube, and it's incredibly accurate. It was a favorite routine for the pickup artists in the style mystery community when the game was popular. Here's how it's done. Ask her to imagine a simple desert landscape, just sand, sky, and the horizon. In this desert landscape, add a cube. Describe the cube. Let her describe it. If necessary, ask, what size is it? Can you see through it? Where is it located? Now add a ladder. Describe the ladder. Let her describe it. If necessary, ask, where is it located? Can you climb it? Now add flowers. Describe the flowers. If necessary, ask, how many? Is there one or many different types of flowers? Where are they? Now add a horse. Describe the horse. If necessary, ask, where is it? Can you ride it? Now add a storm. Tell me about the storm. If necessary, ask, what kind of storm is it and where is it? Now tell her what it means. I included an interpretation in the description for each question, but there's no need to memorize. Simply review the interpretations to get an idea of how it works, then draw your own logical conclusions while using it in the field. You'll be amazed by your accuracy. The cube represents her self-image. Her description of the cube is actually a description of her self-image. Tell her what you believe that says about her self-image. The ladder represents her life purpose. Her description of the ladder is actually a description of her life purpose. Tell her what you believe that says about her life purpose. The flowers represent her support group. Her description of the flowers is actually a description of her support group. Tell her what you believe that says about her support group. The horse represents her ideal lover. Her description of the horse is actually a description of her ideal lover. Tell her what you believe that says about her ideal lover. The storm represents her challenges and problems. Her description of the storm is actually a description of her challenges. Tell her what you believe that says about her challenges. If you would like to learn more, check out Secrets of the Cube by Annie Gottlieb. How to create emotional connection with a woman at your place. If you stage your place correctly, when you have a girl over, she will start talking about sex without you having to say or do anything. Here's how it's done. First, lighting. Make sure the place is well lit. Leave lights on and/or curtains open to eliminate any chance of her needing to walk into darkness. Stock up on food and drinks. Have toiletry items in the bathroom. Make sure your place is clean and smells nice. The bed should be made with clean sheets. Make sure the place feels warm and inviting. Be sure to have plenty of condoms, and place books about relationships, sex, and romance in plain sight. This is important. Because of the books on display, the conversation will inevitably turn to sex. When it does, your emotional connection has been made. From there, you can easily transition to intimacy. If this video is at all helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. How to create emotional connection with a woman in the bedroom. Nothing will elevate you to sex god status faster than giving her a squirting orgasm. I'm going to show you step by step how to make her squirt so you can give some lucky lady pleasure like she has never experienced before in her life. My first squirting experience was with this incredible Asian woman. We were hanging out at my place. It didn't take long for things to get physical. After about 20 minutes of thoroughly enjoying each other's bodies, I was like, what the f***? This girl is pissing all over me. I thought it was urine, but she was actually squirting. Repeatedly. In all fairness, it did seem like she was having a good time. I just didn't realize how good a time she was actually having. But I digress. Let's get back to it. A squirting orgasm requires G-spot stimulation. Her G-spot is located on the upper wall of her vaginal canal, towards her belly, right here. You can locate it by inserting a finger about 2 inches deep. You're looking for something that feels slightly bumpy or protruding. You won't be able to feel it until she's aroused. It should feel different than the rest of her vaginal canal, similar to the ridges on the roof of your mouth. Now, let's get into the 6 steps you'll need to make her squirt. Number 1, pregame. Here's a short to-do list in preparation for the main event. Have towels or washable blankets handy. Some women can squirt copious amounts of fluid, so have something to place under her to protect the area. Set the scene. Create a comfortable environment with candles, music, even rose petals if you think it's appropriate. Squirting requires deep surrender. To do that, she must feel safe, comfortable, and relaxed in a supportive environment. Take a shower or bath. If needed, she can take a shower or bath beforehand for additional relaxation. Have plenty of time. If she feels rushed, it will be hard to relax and difficult for her to reach orgasm. Ask her to use the restroom right before you begin. Many women experience an urge to pee during this experience. If she tenses up to hold the urine, it will stop her from squirting. But if her bladder is empty, she can safely relax and fully let go. Be 100% present. No matter what she experiences, be present with her in every moment with no pressure and no expectations. Lastly, trim your fingernails. Number 2, disclose. Explain your intentions so she knows what to expect. Here's an example. After we both climax, I'm going to stimulate your G-spot to give you a squirting orgasm. I'm going to invite you to fully let go so you can experience intense sexual pleasure. If you feel like you need to pee, that means you're close. If you pee all over the place, it's perfectly okay. We'll celebrate it. There's no pressure. If you squirt, great. If not, that's fine too. And there's no rush. We have plenty of time. Let's just have a great time together and see what happens. Number 3, arouse. Before she can squirt, she must be properly aroused. There are a number of ways this can be accomplished. I like to have sex first, give her an orgasm, then make her squirt. So that's the arousal technique we'll use for this tutorial. According to the American Psychological Association, 67% of heterosexual women fake orgasm. Other studies estimate the number to be as high as 90%. So let's make sure she actually has an orgasm. How? By getting her involved. She is the only person in the world who truly knows what gets her off, so encourage her to participate. Give her permission to touch and play with herself however she likes. The more you encourage it, the more she will feel safe doing it. When you're having sex, take her hand, lick her fingers, and put her hand right over her own clit. Tell her you want her help to increase her pleasure. Tell her it turns you on to watch her play with herself. This will dramatically increase the odds of her having a real orgasm because she knows exactly what to do to get herself off. By the way, pay attention to what she does to herself so you know how to get her aroused the next time you're together. Number 4, stimulate. After she has an orgasm, it's time for G-spot stimulation. With her permission, insert a finger or two and apply slow, gentle, consistent strokes to her G-spot. Stroke in and out, left and right, in circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Pulsate by pushing and releasing. The preferred stroke for many women is the come here motion. Stroke as if you're asking someone to come here. Use dual stimulation. With one hand, massage the G-spot. With the other, play with her vagina, clit, nipples, whatever turns her on. Or you can massage the G-spot with your fingers and use your thumb on the same hand to stimulate her clit. Start slow. It takes time for liquid to build up so she can squirt. You should be able to feel it with your fingers when her G-spot becomes engorged. Number 5, finish. When her G-spot is enlarged and her body language indicates she's nearing climax, complete these 4 steps. 1. Shake. Leave 2 fingers on the G-spot, lock your wrist, and shake your arm vigorously. 2. Feel. Direct her to feel the pleasure. 3. Sound. Direct her to inhale deeply and sound whatever she's feeling as she exhales. Tell her it's safe for her to sound. Tell her you love to hear her express how she's feeling. 4. Let go. Encourage her to let go. Continue to shake, feel, sound, and let go until she crosses the finish line. Number 6. De-escalate. When she starts to orgasm and squirt, stay with her. Do not remove your hand and do not stop the stimulation. Keep going, guiding her even deeper into her climax. Most men become oversensitive after ejaculation. That's not the case with a woman's G-spot, so stay connected with her and keep going. Maintain connection with a bit of pressure on the G-spot and perhaps on the clit even after she has the orgasm. Ask her to tell you when to stop. When she's ready to stop, slow down until you rest in total stillness. Then remove your fingers in slow motion. Finally, ask her what she needs and give it to her. She may want to cuddle, she may need a minute alone, she may want to share her experience. Be okay with whatever she needs. After squirting, there could be an emotional reaction. She could feel bliss, gratitude, a divine sense of self, intense pleasure, or the process could release negative energy that has been trapped for years. So be prepared for crying, laughter, and everything in between. Now that you know how to create emotional connection with a woman, I have a question for you. What is your biggest challenge with women in dating? I will help you fix it for free in exchange for answering a few market research questions. Schedule a free call at cloud9consultative.com/help or hit the link in the description. If you want to be more successful with women, you can have results or excuses, not both. Excuses will always be there for you. This opportunity won't. Free sessions are subject to availability and are awarded on a first-come, first-served basis. Because of the intense personal nature and time commitment, I reserve the right to discontinue this free offer at any time without notice. So if you're interested, sign up now.